other monks and brahmacharis present, and my young friends. I feel honored to have the opportunity of presenting before you Swami Vivekananda's views on Indian culture. But I have some disadvantages on my side because I am not used to addressing youths. And I am very much out of touch with all these current affairs, what they mention, apps and all. I am not used to that. So I will try to present the traditional view, what Swami Vivekananda has said about the essence of Indian culture. See, culture in Sanskrit is Sanskriti. Let us first understand what is culture. Sanskriti is made up of two words, sam and kriti. Sam means to beautify, to improve, and kriti means everything you do, all we do. You must know the word sanskara, annaprashana sanskara, yagyopavit sanskara, all these sanskaras we have. Sanskara means, the word sanskara means to clean, to improve, to make beautiful. So anything which goes to improve our bodies, minds, character, intelligence, morality is sanskara. And every sanskara is a part of our Sanskriti, culture. So by its very definition, everything which improves us, morally, spiritually, physically, is a part of our culture. Have you heard anybody claim to be a part of his or her culture which degrades him? Never. Because by its very definition, culture means all that is ennobling, which improves us. So now let's see, according to Swamiji, what is the essence of our culture. We have understood that anything which improves us is a part of our culture. Arts, science, whatever, any vidya. Now, what is the greatest impetus which we get towards improving ourselves? What is the greatest motivating force man has towards improving himself? It is dharma, religion. Actually, dharma cannot be translated as religion. Dharma has a far-reaching meaning. It encompasses many other things. But for want of a better word, I will use religion. You may not understand it now. You have so many other things to occupy your minds. But when you become older, you will understand that the greatest motivating force which helps us improve our character is dharma and dharma alone. The scriptures go as far as to say, dharmena hina pashubhi samana. If we remove dharma from our lives, we become pashu, we become animal. Dharana dharmam ityahu. Dharma is dharana. It holds us together. That is the only thing which is keeping us together. So, because our ancient rishis realized this truth, that is why they gave the supreme importance to dharma in our culture. Swami Vivekananda says, in India, I quote, here religion is the only and only occupation in life. Here in this blessed land, the foundation, the backbone, the life center is religion and religion alone. Here it is religion that forms the very core of the national heart. Here is a nation whose great theme of life is spirituality, and every other thing must be subordinated to that one theme. An Indian is born, he lives, and he even dies religiously. I'll just give you a small example. I'm sure that 99% of those who are present here, their names is either a name of a god or goddess, or it is a something which is ennobling in character, some divine quality. And in foreign countries, Tom, Dick, Harry, George, whatever. But in our country, even our names are upon gods and goddesses. In outside foreign countries, what do they say when they meet each other? Hi, hello. What do we say? Namaste. Namaha te. I bow down to you. I bow down to you. You means the divine presence in you. I bow down to that. In Vrindavana, when I was there, the rickshaw pullers, when you came in front of them, they did not say move out. They say Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. There also. So if you study our sanskaras from the birth of a child till death, all the sanskaras which are there are based on religion and religion alone. So ours is a spiritual culture. What do you mean by spiritual culture? Does it mean that all the Indians are spiritually very developed? If that were the case, there would be no need of any youth convention or any other thing. That is not the case. That cannot be the case. It means that Indian culture is geared towards the high spiritual truth inside every human being. And the honor this nation gives to any person depends upon the spiritual quality of that person. This is the meaning. If you want to study any culture, just see which phase of human excellence is appreciated most in that culture. In some it may be military, in some it may be money, in some it may be political power. All these are appreciated here, but the highest place is given to a man of God in this culture. This is the meaning of the term that India is a spiritual culture. So this is the first point. Ours is a land of religion. Religion is our backbone. And if we give this up, if we give up religion, Swamiji says, if we give up spirituality, leaving it aside to go after the materializing civilization of the West, the result will be that in 3 generations, we will be an extinct race. We will be finished. If a backbone of a man is broken, he is finished, he is destroyed. So this is the first thing. What is the second thing? But mind you, this religion should be true religion. As our speaker said, it should be true spirituality. 2 sets of rules are defined in our scriptures. One is the eternal principles, man, his relation to God, soul, and the other rules of the society, which are enumerated in books like Manusmriti. These should not be confused. A man will think that if some dictate of the society he goes against, his whole religion is gone. Not at all. These rules of the society keep on changing. But real spirituality, real religion does not change. And another thing which we confuse is that a lot of superstitions, a lot of mumbo jumbo, we take as part of a religion. Not only are those not a part of a religion, but those should be weeded out. Those should be thrown aside. Swamiji says, those whose minds are always busy with such learned questions as the bell, whether the bell should be waved to the left or the right, whether the sandal paste should be on the head or some other portion of the body, how many times we should wave the light. Swamiji says, all those who are busy with such questions deserve the name of imbeciles. They are crazy people. So leave aside all these superstitions. Leave aside all those rules which govern the society. Go after true spirituality. That is what India represents. This is the first point. Second point is, see, on this subcontinent, a big experiment was made in the pre-Vedic times and the Vedic times, the people, when they synthesized and became one people. This synthesis of diverse elements, this coming together of people of different faiths, this huge synthesis since then has become a hallmark of Indian culture. Now this synthesis did not happen accidentally. Behind this great blending was a spiritual vision, a philosophical outlook, which we call unity in diversity. Nobody will say that we don't want diversity. A culture, the more diverse it is, the more rich a culture is. But what we say that this diversification should be subordinate to that one great unity. What is that unity? The spiritual unity. We are all one spiritually. There is only one soul. So all this diversity should be made subordinate to that one great spiritual truth. And this great spiritual truth, we all know, was uttered by the rishis. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. Truth is one. Sages call it by various names. This is a fantastic declaration, a momentous thing. Swamiji says, the whole history of India, you may read in these few words. The whole history has been a repetition in massive language with tremendous power of that one central doctrine. And herein is the explanation of the most remarkable phenomenon that is only witnessed here. All the various sects, apparently hopelessly contradictory, yet living in such harmony. This is the secret. This great truth was preached by our rishis, and that is what is holding this nation together even now, when civilizations have gone and come. But we are still here because of this belief in the spiritual unity of man. This is the second point. The third point is our impersonal culture. Our speaker mentioned the Vedas. See, there is no author of the Vedas. You cannot find that any person claiming to be the author of the Vedas. It is completely impersonal. There are so many sages whose spiritual realizations are embodied in the Vedas, but not even one name we find there. Because those people were not after the name. They gave us those truths and they were satisfied to make their own lives an example of those truths. See, people come and go, personalities come and go, personalities may have imperfections. Their historicity may be questioned. In 500 years, maybe somebody will question the historicity of Sri Ramakrishna, maybe Swami Vivekananda. But our religion is not dependent upon any person. Our culture is based upon principles. Those principles will always be there. If someone says there was nobody called Sri Rama, no problem. If someone says there was nobody called Sri Krishna, no problem. But the Gita is there. Whoever may have said the Gita, the principles are there. This is another great feature of our culture, that it is totally apaurushaya, it is not based upon one person. And this has very far-reaching consequences. And this is a very great reason for our culture still standing after all these years. These are the three main points. First, religion is our backbone. By religion is meant true religion, which is spirituality. Third, toleration and acceptance. Because we tolerate, not only tolerate, but accept everybody, because we are all one. We are all one spiritually. All the diverse faiths converge in that one supreme truth. Third is our impersonal culture. These are the three great features of our culture according to Swami Vivekananda. Now, having these thoughts is quite good, having these ideals that we have to be spiritual, we have to tolerate others, we have to keep our impersonal viewpoint. These are all good. These are all good ideals. But how to actualize that? If we don't have the means to actualize an ideal, it has no meaning at all. Swamiji has given us the great mantra to actualize these ideals, which you have already heard. Many speakers have told it. This great mantra is, our method is easily described. It simply consists in reasserting the national life. The national ideals of India are renunciation and service. Intensify her in those channels and the rest will take care of itself. This we have heard so many times. But just imagine the vision. Just imagine Swamiji's genius. Just think, how could he get at this conclusion? He toured the whole of India, so many sects, so many languages, so many types of people. Each state is like a different country here. Then at the Kanyakumari, he sat in meditation and this whole vision opened before him. Can you imagine the importance of this statement? How in this country of millions, in this country of so many diverse languages, he takes hold of that one central thread which is keeping us together, which is keeping all this mighty nation of so many crores of people together. He catches hold of that central idea. That is religion, renunciation and service. It is a momentous discovery, a tremendous statement by Swamiji. The more we study, the more we learn, the more older we get, we will realize the importance of this statement of Swamiji. Now, how the youth can benefit from this? This is the next point. I have been asked, a note has been given to speak in Hindi for the people who have come from the north. So, इन प्रिंसिपल्स का हमारे युवकों पे क्या असर पड़ेगा, कैसे हम इनको जीवन में उतार सकेंगे, यह भी देखें. तो पहला काम क्या है? पहला काम हमारा ये है कि धर्म का सच्चा स्वरूप हम जानें, जिसे हम धर्म कहते हैं, स्पिरिचुअलिटी कहते हैं, उसका सच्चा स्वरूप जानें. कैसे जानेंगे? इसके लिए हमारे शास्त्र हैं, स्वामी जी का साहित्य है, श्री रामकृष्ण के वचन हैं, भगवत गीता आदि शास्त्र हैं. पहला काम हमारा ये है कि हम जाने कि धर्म का स्वरूप क्या है. दूसरा काम क्या है? दूसरा काम ये है कि ये जो टॉलरेंस के बारे में बोला गया, सबको अपना लेना, इसे हम अपने जीवन में उतारें. अंग्रेजी में कहते हैं चैरिटी बिगिंस एट होम. सो ये जो टॉलरेंस है, ये सबको अपना लेना, यह भी हमारे घर से शुरू हो. हमारे घर में हमारे माँ बाप हैं, पिताजी हैं, माँ हैं, भाई बहन हैं, हम उनके साथ पहले तो सहानुभूतिपूर्वक व्यवहार करना सीखें. हमारे स्कूल में हमारे मित्र हैं, उनके साथ हम एक रहना सीखें. दूसरों के विचारों को समझना, उन्हें अपनाना हम सीखें. यह दूसरी चीज़ है. तीसरी बात क्या है? त्याग और सेवा. तो देखिए, त्याग माने यह नहीं कि भगवा कपड़ा पहना और जंगल में चले गए. हर एक क्षेत्र में जीवन के हम त्याग कर सकते हैं. जब आप लोग जैसे यहाँ पे आए हैं, तो आप लोग जो यहाँ पे आके बैठे हैं, कुछ देर के लिए तो अपना ऐप्स और इत्यादि जो भी है बाहर छोड़ के आए हैं, तो कुछ देर के लिए तो आप लोग त्याग किए हैं. तो त्याग माने क्या? त्याग माने जो चीज़ नीची है उसे छोड़ के एक उच्च चीज़ को अपनाना, यही त्याग है. जो नीच वस्तु है उसे छोड़ो और अच्छी चीज़ को अपनाओ. और यह त्याग हम लोग सब समय कर रहे हैं. आप जब टेलीविज़न को छोड़ के पढ़ाई करने बैठते हैं तो आप त्याग कर रहे हैं. आप जो यहाँ पे आके बैठे हैं, अपना मोबाइल फ़ोन और टैबलेट को कुछ समय छोड़ के आप त्याग कर रहे हैं. यह त्याग का अर्थ है. इसे हमें जीवन में कुछ न कुछ रूप में अपनाना ही पड़ेगा. और तीसरी बात है सेवा. सेवा यानी स्वामी जी बोलते हैं, ये विराट जो है भगवान का स्वरूप, इसकी पूजा करना यानी इसकी सेवा करना. आज जितने तरह के मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हैं हमारे परिवार में बोलिए, हमारे कार्य क्षेत्र में बोलिए, उनका एक ही तो कारण है. एक ही कारण है, हम अपना स्वार्थ ही देखते हैं. एक एग्जाम्पल ले लें. आज अगर एक परिवार में परिवार का हर सदस्य खाली दूसरे सदस्य का स्वार्थ देखे, अपना स्वार्थ छोड़ के, हर परिवार स्वर्ग बन जाएगा. ईच फैमिली विल बी अ हेवन इफ ईच मेंबर ऑफ द फैमिली tries to serve the other members. He will not be deprived by it because the other members of the family will be serving him. तो देश, हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं बड़ी बड़ी कि देश को उठा देंगे, ये कर लेंगे, वो कर लेंगे, पर जब हमारे परिवारों में अशांति है, जब हम अपने माँ पिताजी को भगवान के रूप में उनकी पूजा नहीं कर सकते, अगर उनकी सेवा नहीं कर सकते, भाई बहनों के साथ मिलकर नहीं रख सकते, अपने कार्य क्षेत्र में अपने सहकर्मियों के साथ अगर हम अच्छा व्यवहार नहीं कर सकते, तो देश की सेवा तो बहुत दूर की बात है. तो चैरिटी बिगिंस एट होम. सो लेट अस ट्राई दैट renunciation and service should also begin at our homes first. This is the practical view which I have seen, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ी बड़ी बातें करके लाभ नहीं है. स्पिरिचुअलिटी जिसे हम कहते हैं, भगवान लाभ जिसे कहते हैं, बहुत दूर की बात. अभी जो हमारे मन की अवस्था है, अगर हम लोग के पॉकेट से कोई मोबाइल ले ले तो हम लोग का तो जीना ही दुभर हो जाएगा. Our life will become meaningless without a mobile. So in this stage, what to talk of spirituality and all that thing? So let us start from where we are. आज हम जहाँ हैं वहाँ से उठें. छोटी छोटी बातों में झगड़ा न करें, मिलकर रहें, दूसरे के विचार अपनाना सीखें, सेवा का भाव जीवन में लाएं और धीरे धीरे धर्म को अपने जीवन में स्थान दें. तो मेरे क्षुद्र बुद्धि से स्वामी जी यही चाहते हैं, हमसे यही कहना चाहते हैं. समय बहुत कम है. So I will stop here, and I am very grateful to Swami, revered Swami Guneshanandaji and revered Swami Vimohanandaji. This is my first visit to Hyderabad. I am very glad to be here, and I pray that you all may find peace and happiness in your life, and I hope that my talk was not too boring. Thank you.
नमस्ते यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. Respected Swami Vimohanandaji Maharaj, respected Swami Parigyanandaji Maharaj, other respected Swamis, distinguished guests who is sitting on the dais, respected IJ Madam, Soumya Mishra, my dear youngsters, dear sisters and brothers. First of all, happy Raksha Bandhan to one and all. Thanks. And in advance, I am telling Happy Independence Day. Okay? Thanks. My topic is about character building. Just now you have heard wonderful live speech of Arunima Sinha. She has put one Swamiji's wonderful ideal and she achieved it. So it was so lively, we all inspired a lot. In the same line, I would like to continue. What is meant by character? From our childhood, we are listening from our parents. Papa is telling, Mummy is telling continuously, my dear son, my dear daughter, you must have character, character and character. From childhood we are hearing. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? Yes. What is meant by character? Swami Vivekananda has wonderfully defined it. Swami Vivekananda had wonderfully defined it. Emotions controlled and directed to work is known as character. Emotions controlled and directed to work is known as character. All of us are having emotions, Emotion of love, emotion of anger, emotion of jealousy, emotion of so many things. And all these emotions are to be controlled. The basic, most important thing is we don't have control on our emotions. Nowadays, youngsters, they don't have any control on their emotions. And as a result, what happens, we hear so many good things. We may read also. But by the time we go out of the hall or we go out of this ashram campus, everything gets fused. Is it happening or not? Yesterday night when I was walking, in this ashram campus, one of the delegates, he came to me and said, Maharaj, I did not plan to attend this wonderful youth convention, but somehow it happened and I'm so happy. My one question is, I feel so inspired and feel so zealous to do wonderful work after hearing this. But I am unable to continue this inspiration. I am unable to continue with this wonderful inspiration. I cannot prolong it. I said, yes, in my tomorrow's talk you will get this answer. So I will take up these two issues. how to continue our inspiration, the inspiration which you have got over here, how you can continue with this. First of all, let me tell you one thing. Education stands on 4 pillars. First is observation, second is discrimination, third is perseverance, and fourth is manifestation. Swami Vivekananda has given wonderful definition of education, Education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. This is a wonderful definition Swamiji has given, and we will come to that definition, how we can manifest it in our day-to-day life. First is observation. There are 2 types of people in the world. First is ADC and second is LRC. ADC and LRC. Chapandi gatika chapali. LRC. ADC means A stands for accused, D stands for demand, and C stands for complaint. Accused, demand, and complaint. 90% of the people, they are from this category, ADC, accused, demand, and complaint. And second category, as I said, LRC, love, respect, and cooperation. 10% of the people, they belong to this category. This is called first observation. If you happen to meet you happen to meet so many people also. Generally, people have a tendency, they keep on accusing somebody for their failures. Oh, I wrote properly in exams, but nowadays, these people, those who are evaluating our papers, they are not of proper quality. They don't check papers properly, and that's why I got less marks. We keep on accusing on somebody. I want to do these things, but this man came in my way and he has made all my plans flop. We keep on accusing on somebody always. Stop that attitude. Stop that attitude. Second is demand. We keep on demanding, from society we keep on demand. From parents we keep on demand. We keep on demanding respect from others, but we don't want to give others a respect. Nowadays this is a big problem. We always want. I want this, I want this, I want this. To become happy and the secret of becoming happy life, to make our life happy. What is the secret? Simple living and high thinking. Revered Swami Ranganathananji Maharaj used to always say, simple living and high thinking. But nowadays what is happening, High living and no simple thing. There is no thinking at all. There is no thinking at all. We want, there is no thinking. There is no thought, but we do not apply anything. I will give you one example. In a room there were 9 goats. How many goats? If one goat goes out, how many goats will remain? All of you are wrong. 0. If one goat goes out, all goats will follow that one goat. And there will be no goat. And this is happening in the society. This is happening. I will give you a real example. All of you watch movies? All of you, is there anyone who is not watching any movie or who has not seen any movie so far? So it is certain that all of you are watching movies. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? Yes. Very good. You go to cinema hall, you start to see movie. In front of you, that hero and heroines, they are dancing for 3 hours. They are dancing for 3 hours. And after dancing for 3 hours in front of you, they are earning 7 crores. Now see the impact on you people, means on all of us. By hearing the dialogues which they have uttered, by hearing the songs which they have sung, we come out of the theater hall, the same dialogue we start to utter in front of society. The same dialogues we utter in front of our friends, same dialogue we utter in front of our parents, and same dialogue we start to utter in front of elders. Is it happening or not? Chapandi. They have spoken that dialogue for only 3 hours. And they know that that society is like a goats. If I will do, society is bound to follow me because society has kept their brain out. We don't think that person is making his career. He is dancing for 3 hours and earning 7 crores. My question to you people, how much you are earning by seeing that guy? I am not telling you not to see movies. I am telling you not to apply your brain, to start to think process. You start to think your process. I have not come to deliver any lecture. I have just come to give you Swami Vivekananda's message. Let us awaken our own selves, what we are doing. That man is dancing for 3 hours, we keep on dancing for the rest of the life. That man has uttered dialogue for only 3 hours. We keep on repeating that dialogue for the rest of the life. And that man has uttered because he is getting 7 crores. How much we are getting? I am not telling you not to derive any inspiration from them. You derive inspiration, that is also art. They have dedicated their lives for art. Ask this question, have I dedicated my life for any higher or any great purpose? Learn from them. God has not created single human being from whom we cannot learn even a single thing. If we keep our eyes open, if we keep our brain open, we can learn from each and every one. Let us start to learn. This is what I want to. All of you know Sachin Tendulkar, yes or no? He is an Indian skipper? No. Very good. All of you are listening. That is sure. Now that Sachin Tendulkar, what I want to say you is, he says, even in dreams I see how to play cricket. How that man has become on top. How? Because he has sacrificed a lot. He says that even in dreams I see how to play cricket. How many of us are seeing in dreams how to make my future? How to accomplish my goals? Are we seeing? Derive inspiration from that people. Apply your brain. So that is called accuse, demand. And last is complain. There are some people who always keep on doing complaints, you know. If they go to attend any function, they say, no, everything was all right, but you know, Swamiji, food was not good. We are unable to adjust food. They keep on telling like this. So what speaks of them? They have attitude of this. Keep on complaining, keep on complaining, keep on complaining. With that kind of mind, you can't achieve any higher things. So first is ADC, accuse, demand, and complain. And second is, thanks a lot, LRC, love, respect, and cooperation. What is meant by love? Nowadays, you know, youngsters, morning they say, I love you, and by evening they say, I fill up the blanks. Actually, we don't know what is meant by love. If you have this emotion of love, start to direct that emotion in a proper channel. Start to love your own ideal, first of all. Who is my ideal? Whom I have to follow? My ideal cannot be an ordinary man, or cannot be a Bollywood or Tollywood or Hollywood hero. Because ideal, whom should we fix as ideal? Who has a wonderful character. Have you heard of Ashoka the Great? Yes or no? Have you heard of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Yes or no? Very good. Ashoka the Great came 2000 years back. Yes or no? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj came 600 years back. Yes or no? Very good. Still we remember. Okay? If I tell you, tell me who was your grandfather 600 years back. Can any of you tell me? And it was certain they were there. But we have forgotten their names. But still we remember the name of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Still we remember Ashoka the Great. Why? Because they had done such a great work, for they have sacrificed their lives for the sake of the society. Why do we worship Rama? Why do we worship Krishna? Why do we worship Lord Buddha? Why do we worship Muhammad Pagambar? Why do we worship Jesus Christ? Why? Were they billionaires or trillionaires? Chapandi, yes or no? Chapandi? They were not billionaires. They were not trillionaires. Then why do we worship them? They were not IAS, IPS or IRS. Am I right or wrong? Why do we worship them? Because they had a wonderful character. And that character was established through all difficulties. That is why Swami Vivekananda says, neither money pays, nor name, nor fame, nor learning. It is character and character alone that can cleave the adamantine wall of difficulties. And that character, how to construct? Control your emotions and make the right direction of that emotions. If you have a love, show that love for your ideal. Show that love for your motherland. Show that love for your parents first. That is why one great saint says, love all, serve all. Excuse me. Can I have a glass of water, please? Can I have a glass of water? Yes, sir. Of course, this clapping is not to make me to sit, na? Thank you, sir. Show that love for your motherland. I will give you one small example. What is meant by character? Have you heard the name of Mahatma Gandhi? Yes or no? Yes. From western part of India he came. Am I right? Lean and thin black person. He was banned from his waist. In 1938, during second round table meeting, British government invited him. He went to attend second round table meeting. After the meeting was over, Queen Victoria said, Mr. Gandhi, Buckingham Palace is inviting you for tonight's dinner. Please come. Immediately Gandhiji got up and said, Your Highness, I cannot attend this dinner party. She said, why? It is the highest respect so far we have shown to any Indian leader. Gandhiji said, no, madam. To enter into your Buckingham Palace, I have to give up my dress. I cannot enter. Because I have to put on coat and tie and all other things. Buckingham Palace has a dress code. I cannot accept that dress code. Second thing, your dinner starts at night 11 o'clock, whereas my dinner time is at evening 6 o'clock. Third thing, before dinner, you people take drinks, whereas before dinner, I do prayers. So nowhere it is matching, madam. I cannot come to your palace. Now immediately Queen Victoria said, Mr. Gandhi, Buckingham Palace is ready to accept all your conditions. We are ready to accept all your conditions. And in the history of the Buckingham Palace, first time dinner was conducted evening 6 o'clock. Gandhiji entered with our Indian dress. And before the dinner started, everybody made to chant, Raghupati Raghava, Rajaram, Chapandi, Patita Pavana, Sitaram. See? This is power of character. He did not have bodyguards of with AK-47, this and that. He did not have anybody. How he made the change? Because of character. And that's why that man said, my life is my message. See, power of character. Why do we worship Rama? Why do we worship Krishna? Why do we worship Buddha? Because they had a wonderful character. And they showed it by their lives. They sacrificed each and everything for the sake of the society. Next comes respect. Give respect to one and all. I will narrate you one wonderful story. It is in Kamba Ramayanam. When Rama defeated Ravana, Ravana was taking his last breath. Rama told to his younger brother. Who was his younger brother? Very good. Rama says to Lakshmana, Lakshmana, right now you go to this Ravana and learn economics from him. He is a great man in economics. So learn economics from him. Because once he will die, that knowledge will die with him. And we want to keep the knowledge up for the upliftment of the society. So right now you go and learn from him. Immediately Lakshmana went to Ravana. He stood at the head of the Ravana and shouted, Ravana, Ravana, I am the brother of Rama who has defeated you just now. My brother has sent me to you to learn economics from you. Ravana did not open his eyes. Lakshmana shouted for several times. Ravana did not open his eyes. He came back and narrated everything to Rama. And Rama got angry. Rama said, is this way to learn from elders? Now see the wonderful character. Now, King of Kings, Rama, he is now going to Ravana. See, he went and stood at the feet of Ravana. Lakshmana stood at the head of the Ravana. He is standing at the feet of Ravana. With folded hand he says, Hey Lankeshwara, the one whom he has defeated just now, to him he is showing the perfect humbleness. That is why he is not king. He is a king of kings. He said, Hey Lankeshwara, you are having wonderful knowledge of economics. I am praying you please teach me this. So I will be able to apply this knowledge for the people of the Ayodhya. Ravana opened his eyes and now tears are rolling out from his eyes. He was a great warrior, Ravana. He was not an ordinary warrior. And he said to Lakshmana, what he said, learn first how to learn from elders. See the great lesson from Rama. So first give respect, my dear students. All of you are studying in colleges. Show proper respect to your teachers. Show proper respect to your professors. Show proper respect to your parents. Nowadays people are telling, one day one old person was telling me, Swamiji, how do I come to know that my boy has become young, Previously when he used to go out of the house, he used to tell me, Papa, Daddy, I am going to such and such place. I will come by such and such place. Now when he goes out, he doesn't inform me also. He doesn't think that it is necessary to inform me. When he goes out and when he comes back, I don't know. So I have understood that my son has become young. Is this the way? Ask this question to yourself. Are we showing respect to our parents? Are we showing respect to our elders? Are we showing respect to women? Are we showing respect to our motherland? All of you, I am really very happy. Here continuously you are shouting, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Very good. If we really consider this nation is of our mother, she is our mother, how much respect we are showing it to her? Show the respect in your actions. Let our actions speak, not the words. Show proper respect. Show proper respect to women. Show proper respect to elders. Show proper respect to your teachers. And when you will give respect, you will get it in return. So this is love, respect, and third is cooperation. Cooperate everyone. Because our target is, our mindset is not set for only small state. That I belong to Andhra Pradesh, I belong to Karnataka, I belong to Tamil Nadu, I belong to Kerala, I belong to Maharashtra, or I belong to Gujarat. We belong to Akhanda Bharatavarsha. Am I right or wrong? So cooperate with each and everyone and give up this small mindedness that I belong to this, I belong to this. Enough of enough. We were divided by Britishers. They did this. They divided us on the basis of language, on the basis of skin, on the basis of our way of life. They have divided. And politicians are doing these things only. They divide and they rule. Now no more division. No more division in the name of religion. No more division in the name of language. No more division in any other name. We are all Akhanda Bharatavarsha. Cooperate with each and everyone and always keep the goal high. I am doing it for the betterment of India. Nothing else. Always keep it in mind. I belong to India. One foreigner came to India. He went to South India. Then he went to several other states. He went to Gujarat, Maharashtra and everywhere. And when he came back to US, he was asked, did you visit India? He said, no, I did not visit India. I went to Karnataka, I went to Maharashtra, I went to Andhra Pradesh. Now they are telling I went to Telangana, I went to Maharashtra, I went to Gujarat. I did not see anywhere India. This is happening. Are you here to follow blindly others, or do we have some brain in our minds? Before somebody says something to you, apply your own mind. Have a discrimination, as I said. First 4 pillars. First is observation. Second is discrimination. Always discriminate. What is good for me and what is bad for me. The more you are discriminative, the more your character will be established. And the more you are discriminative, the more wisdom will come to you. All of us are having good knowledge, but we don't have wisdom. You know, the terrorists, they are having tremendous knowledge. When to bomb, when to do bomb blast, and how to do. All the knowledge they do have, but they are in lack of wisdom. And this is wisdom. If we do have wisdom, how to utilize our knowledge, then we will be the happiest man in the world. Our nation will be prosperous. So apply always this wisdom. Cooperate with each and every one for the betterment of India. So I have covered 2 points. Observation, discrimination, and third is perseverance. This is a small story I will tell you. There was a donkey, and that donkey was giving enough earnings to its owner by putting all the loads on its back. Now that donkey has become old. And one day in night, what happened? That donkey fallen into the well. Morning, whole night donkey shouted. But the owner of the donkey, he did not get up. Morning, he got up and saw that donkey has fallen in the well. He thought, why to bring him out? What is the use? Because that donkey is already old. It is not fetching me enough money also. Better, I fill the well with sand. That is better. So he started to pour one after another bucket of sand into the well. And donkey is inside the well. Donkey saw it, that my owner is throwing one bucket of sand. First he shouted loudly, "Ayo, what are you doing?" in its own language. Again second bucket, third bucket, fourth bucket. Buckets after buckets are being thrown at donkey. Donkey understood it. Now it stops to shout. What it started to do? It started to shake up its body. The moment that sand used to fall on its back, it used to shake its body. And as a result, what happened? Sand used to fallen down. Slowly, okay, the level of the sand risen. Am I right or wrong? And donkey slowly come up. And he jumped from the well. Take all the obstacles in this way. This is called perseverance. Defeat your problems. Don't get defeated by the problems. Always remember, Arunamashina just now, she said how she defeated her all obstacles, her all problems. And last is manifestation. At the end of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sanjaya says to Dhritarashtra, this is the last sloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He says, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Buddhir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. O Dhritarashtra, wherever there is a Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna, there comes Sri. That means money. All of you want money, yes or no? Very good, money will come. And he says, wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna, there comes victory. The money and the victory is backed by righteousness and dharma. Nowadays people are having money and victory both, but it has not come through righteousness and dharma. As a result, they don't have peace of mind. But here he is telling, okay, what he says, wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna. What is meant by Krishna? The man of vision. And what is meant by Krishna? Man of action. So combine your vision and action. Then what will happen? You will have money, you will have a victory, and that money and victory will be backed by righteousness and dharma. And then victory will fall down at your feet. That is what Swami Vivekananda says. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, and whatever is excellent, that will fall down at your feet once that sleeping soul is roused to its divinity. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. My dear students, you are hearing all this wonderful lecture since last 3 days. I will come back to that original question. Swamiji, the moment we go out of the ashram, we feel now there is no more change. We are fused again. How to keep up ourselves inspired continuously? I will tell you, there are 2 ways of getting inspiration. One is outer way and second is within, from within. Outer way is read Swami Vivekananda before you go to bed, at least 10 minutes per day. 10 minutes time you can easily devote. Every day you read one quotation of Swami Vivekananda. Think over it and how you can implement it in your day-to-day life. Every day without failure, you must read 10 minutes Swami Vivekananda. And second inspiration, which comes from within, I will tell you small story, real incident, and I will finish it off. Few years back, Holland organized one world-level rugby competition. Many countries participated. And at last, Holland and Germany came to final. The players which were selected, among the players, there was one boy whose father was blind. He was also selected, but he was never given a chance to play. He was kept in all these matches, he was kept as a reserved player. He was not given chance to play. Tomorrow there is a final match. He went to his manager and pleaded like anything. Sir, please give me one chance. I'm giving you promise that because of me, at least, my team will not be defeated. My team will not lose the match. This much promise I'm giving you. Manager said, no, I cannot give you. He pleaded like anything. At last, manager said, okay. But remember, my team should not lose this match. And you know, if my team will lose the match, what is the punishment? He said, yes, sir, I know. Next day, match started. In first half, he made 8 goals. And each goal was greater than the past one. In second half, he made 16 goals. Remember, no need to say that Holland became world champion. The moment Holland became world champion, all the players, they took this person on their shoulders and they started to move around the stadium as a victory procession. Everybody was cheering up. Victory to him, victory to him. And that boy was crying. Manager saw it. Manager said, what's the matter? Why are you crying? Manager was knowing that his father is blind. And every day his father used to come in the stadium and used to sit in one particular seat. Immediately manager said, don't worry, my dear boy. I will narrate your father, how bravely and how wonderfully you have played. Don't worry. Manager saw. He did not find his father. He shouted, hey, where is our father? Where is our father? That boy said, my father is watching this game from heaven. Manager became serious. Please wait. Manager became serious. He said, what's the matter? Sir, last night my father, he was taking his last breath. He called me. And he said, my dear son, give me one promise. I said, what promise? He said, one day you will play on behalf of our nation. And you will make our nation as a world champion. This is my last wish. My dear boy, you must play on behalf of our nation. I took my father's hand in my hand and said, I cried and said, Father, Daddy, till I bring the World Cup, I am not going to bury you. And with this word, my father stopped breathing. He passed away last night. And sir, I have not buried him. Immediately from the stadium, whole team went to his house. They took the coffin and they buried him. And they released one sentence. Praise not, at the sacrifice of great citizen, we have got this World Cup. My dear students, our parents have sacrificed their lives because we have not born to a Tata, Ambani or Birla family. Am I right or wrong? We are all coming from middle class family. Don't forget your parents' great sacrifice. Many times it has happened that they have not purchased new clothes just to pay fees to our school fees or college fees. Don't forget their sacrifice. Don't forget the sacrifice of our freedom fighters. They have sacrificed their lives to give us freedom. After thousands of years, 1200 years, India got freedom. We are breathing freely now because of their sacrifice. If you really respect your nation, if you really respect your parents, don't forget this incident. Whenever your mind says not to do any hard work, not to face any obstacles, remember this incident and it will take you to the highest goal. Okay? All the best. May Swami Vivekananda bless you all is my earnest prayer. And one thing I would like to tell you, I have attended so many national youth conferences, but this is something special, really. And credit goes to you people. You have shown such a wonderful respect. You have shown such a wonderful zeal. And I have no words to praise you. Really, I am very much thankful of Swami Gyanadaనందజీ Maharaj and Swami Bodhananandji Maharaj to give me this opportunity to share few of my ideas with you. All the best. May Swamiji bless you all is my earnest prayer. Thanks a lot.